If you've ever heard of a Lions Club or an Elks Club or a Rotary Club or a Kiwanis Club, then you're aware of Masonic organizations. That's what these groups are. They study symbolism and mythology in an occult sense in secret, and they are taken an oath not to discuss these matters with the general public. These are your community leaders, these are your police, these are your lawmakers. Cultism is essentially just a literary hobby for artists and designers. It is, at its core, simply the study of symbolism and mythology. As you can see, the logo for the Shriners is quite similar in nature to this old alchemical equation. It has been obscured because that is what these people tend to do, but the similarities are undeniable. Note the color palette on all of these logos. It is the same blue and yellow every single time. I do not know the significance of this, but I am sure that they have a reason for doing it. I simply do not care. To be honest, much of their symbolism is trite and boring to me. I'm sure I could find an answer as to what this means to them online, but I just don't give a fuck. The real reason for doing this is so that they can recognize these organizations as being Masonic in nature. I'm sure there's a lovely allegory about how the color blue symbolizes God's truth or some nonsense like that, but who gives a fuck? It's so they can identify each other. Walmart logo happens to look exactly like the logo for the Rotary Club. At least in this example, they have a few different ways of stylizing it. And I'm sure this is pure coincidence and nothing more. The Rotary logo is a reference to Ezekiel's Wheel, which is a story about a visionary experience. It's psychedelic, and I can't think of anything less psychedelic than the motherfuckers that hang out at the Rotary Club, or the Lions Club, or the American Legion, which is another Masonic institution. If only these were real mystics, then our entire world would be a different place. Unfortunately, after being brought to the realization that society is a play badly acted and basically everything is an illusion, these motherfuckers decided that the best course of action was to play along for generations. They seem to think that the terrible lie is sacred, and they are so dedicated to their oath that they typically don't disclose their membership to their own family members. I have more than a few relatives that are involved with this stuff, and people that I used to consider my friends are active in it as well. And I only came to the realization of this recently. It is, by their own admission, very much like a cult. And yeah, it's in your community, it is everywhere. I'm pretty sure you can't get into politics or the entertainment industry or anything like that in any meaningful way unless you are a member of a Masonic lodge. It's like having a high school diploma. It's a prerequisite to success, essentially, and you're not going to get very far without it.